The FTX collapse. How one of crypto's biggest names turned into a global scam in the fast-paced world of crypto. Few events have been as explosive or as scandalous as the collapse of FTX in late 2022. Once hailed as the golden child of crypto implosion, it was a massive fraud that cost investors billions and shattered trust in the digital asset space. Here's everything you need to know about how it happened, who was involved, and what it means for the future of crypto. Founded in 2019 by Sam Bankman-Fried, FTX quickly became one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, known for its sleek user interface, high liquidity, and wide selection of crypto products, including derivatives and leveraged tokens. FTX gained a loyal following. At its peak, FTX was valued at $32 billion, had over 1 million users, and was heavily promoted through celebrity endorsements, Super Bowl ads, and naming rights to arenas. Sam Bankman-Fried was branded as a crypto genius, a billionaire philanthropist, and the face of responsible crypto leadership. But behind the scenes, a very different story was unfolding. The hole in the balance sheet in early November 2022. A report from CoinDesk revealed troubling financial ties between FTX and its sister company, Alameda Research, a crypto hedge fund also founded by the bombshell. A huge portion of Alameda's assets, billions of dollars, were tied up in FTT. This wasn't just risky, it was circular finance. One company propping up another with its own unbacked token. Investors and rival exchanges took notice. When Binance announced it was selling its FTT holdings, panic set in. Customers began withdrawing funds and massive bank run on FTX. Within days, FTX froze withdrawals. It didn't have the funds to cover user asset. The reality: customer funds were misused. As the investigation unfolded, it became clear that FTX had secretly diverted billions of dollars in customer deposits to prop up Alameda Research's risky bets and cover its massive losses. This was not a liquidity issue, it was fraud. According to federal prosecutors, FTX used customer funds without permission. SBF and executives lied to investors and regulators. They made luxury real estate purchases, political donations, and private investments using stolen funds. This was not just financial mismanagement, it was one of the largest financial frauds in U.S. history. Arrest and trial of Sam Bankman-Fried on December 12, 2022. SBF was arrested in the Bahamas at the request of U.S. authorities. In October, he was found guilty on 7 federal charges, including wire fraud, securities fraud, money laundering. He now faces decades in prison, with sentencing expected to exceed 100 years. Several former executives, including Caroline Ellison, Gary Wang, and Nishad Singh, have pleaded guilty and testified against SBF, who lost money. The collapse of FTX wiped out billions in user assets, affecting retail investors who trusted the platform with savings institutions and venture capital firms, athletes and celebrities who endorsed the brand, crypto projects that had funds locked in the exchange. More than 1 million creditors were listed in bankruptcy filings. What happens next? FTX is currently in bankruptcy proceedings, with some funds recovered and returned to customers, though often at a fraction of original value. Key developments to watch: how much can be recovered from assets like real estate, crypto wallets, and private investments? Will new regulation come to the crypto industry? Can trust in centralized exchanges ever be restored? Lessons from the FTX collapse: not your key, not your coins. If you don't control your wallet's private keys, your funds are at risk. Transparency matters. Even the biggest names in crypto can hide massive fraud. Regulation is coming. The US and other countries are fast-tracking crypto legislation in the wake of FTX. Charisma does not equal competence. SBF's charm and media savvy image masked reckless, unethical behavior. Final thoughts. The FTX scandal is a defining moment in crypto history, a mix of arrogance, greed, and deception on a massive scale. It also serves as a reminder: financial innovation without accountability is a recipe for disaster. As the industry rebuilds, one thing is clear: the days of unregulated crypto empires are coming to an end.